We've known all along with the Knicks that the whole is so much better than the sum of their parts. And with them, that really means spare basketball parts. When they fell into a 1-2 hole against the Hawks on Friday night, they started Julius Randle, Reggie Bullock, Taj Gibson, Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett. You know how many teams they've combined to play for, if you count the Knicks twice with Rose? Rose wasn't even with the Knicks at the start of the season. Taj Gibson wasn't re-signed until 2 weeks of the season had been played. This is Tom Thibodeau's hard-nosed pickup team, trying to even their series with the Hawks on Sunday afternoon. The Knicks have played with heart for Thibodeau all season long, and in the process they have thrilled their fans. But what they have done, more than anything else, is play over their heads. Sometimes way over. Now they have to do it 3 times in the next 4 games if they want to keep playing past this week. Trae Young is rising above Julius Randle and the Knicks to carry the Hawks to a 2-1 series lead. Brynn Anderson, AP. The Nets will end up beating the Celtics in their own first-round series, despite the way they got outplayed and outworked on Friday night in Boston by a Celtics team that barely showed up for Games 1 and 2 in Brooklyn. The problem is deeper for the Knicks. On Sunday they need to once again be better than they actually are, and ever should have been. Julius Randle was their best player all season, no doubt. But he has mostly collapsed so far against the Hawks, perhaps under the weight of our expectations for him, and even his own. Everybody knows he has to show up big on Sunday. And so does RJ Barrett, who also wasn't close to being up to the circumstances of the occasion in Game 3. You know what the kid, Barrett, has shown so far in this series? The gap between the player picked ahead of him with the second pick in the 2019 draft, Morant, and himself. Barrett is still only 20 years old. But in this series you have also seen the gap between him and Trae Young, whom the Hawks took with the 5th pick in the draft the year before Barrett came out from Duke. As good and occasionally dazzling as Rose has been for the Knicks against the Hawks, and he has been generally tremendous at the age of 32, he hasn't been close to being the best player in the gym, because Trae Young has been. It is not just Young's talent that we are witnessing in a playoff coming-out party. It is his fearlessness, too, and creativity. Maybe one of these days the Knicks will have a young star like this at point guard. Thibodeau, who has shaped his team's personality and character, isn't giving up, because that's not him, because no one should. We've seen these Knicks get back up before. Their attitude is very upbeat and their work ethic is second to none, Thibodeau said after Game 3. No one would dispute that. There was no greater group of overachievers in the league this season than the Knicks of Mr. Thibs.